Hey everyone, and welcome back. I want you to stop for just 1 second and listen to the voice inside your head. That continuous silent conversation, the one that judges your clothes, predicts failure, or critiques every move you make. What is it saying right now? That voice, my friends, is self-talk, and it is arguably the single most powerful force shaping your reality. If your self-talk is critical or negative, it's holding you back. Today, we're diving into the power of self-talk, how this silent conversation molds your life, and more importantly, how to rewrite your internal script from negative to powerfully empowering. This is how you change your future from the inside out. To understand the power of self-talk, we have to understand its mechanism. Your brain isn't passive. It's constantly interpreting and labeling your experiences based on the script it hears most often. Think of self-talk as a filter. If your script says, "I'm not good at this," when a new opportunity arrives, your brain immediately filters out reasons to try and only finds reasons to retreat. It's also a self-fulfilling prophecy. What you consistently tell yourself becomes your belief. Your belief dictates your actions, and your actions determine your results. If you believe you will fail because your self-talk told you so, you often unconsciously sabotage yourself to prove that script right. Whether positive or negative, your self-talk is the master programmer of your confidence, your motivation, and your potential. Most negative self-talk falls into 3 common traps. To rewrite the script, you first have to catch the villain by identifying its language. The first one is catastrophizing. This is blowing a small mistake up into a total disaster. For example, "I forgot one line in my presentation. I'm going to get fired, and my career is over." See how extreme that is? The second trap is all-or-nothing thinking, also called black and white thinking. This leaves no room for gray area or growth. An example would be, "I messed up that workout. I have no discipline, so I might as well quit exercising completely." And the third villain is the inner critic, which is all about personalization. This is when you attribute a small event to a massive character flaw. For instance, "My client rejected my proposal because I'm just fundamentally unlikable and unskilled." If you hear these extreme, overly generalized, and harsh phrases, you know you've caught the villain. Once you've caught the negative thought, you don't fight it. You interrogate the lie. You challenge it using logic and evidence. This is where you insert your logical, rational self into the conversation. Ask yourself these 2 simple, powerful questions. Question 1. Is this 100% true? When the inner critic says, "You always fail," ask yourself, "Did I always fail? What about the time I succeeded on that project? What about the time I overcame that challenge?" You will almost always find evidence that goes against that extreme statement. The second question is this thought helpful? Even if the thought has a tiny grain of truth, is it currently pushing you forward or dragging you down? If it's destructive, you have the right to dismiss it, regardless of its truth value. By interrogating the lie, you break the emotional charge of the negative thought and prepare your mind for a new, truthful replacement. Now for the fun part, rewriting the script. Here are 3 immediately actionable techniques to build a habit of empowering self-talk. First, the yet strategy. This is the easiest way to rewire your brain for a growth mindset. If you hear, "I can't do this," immediately add the word yet. The new script becomes, "I can't do this yet." This one word implies learning, time, and potential, making the challenge a temporary state, not a permanent definition of who you are. The second technique is the friend test, which is an empathy check. Think about how you would talk to your best friend if they came to you with your exact problem. Would you call them a failure? Would you catastrophize? Absolutely not. You would offer grace, perspective, and encouragement. So, the new script is simple. Talk to yourself exactly like you would talk to your dearest friend. And third, the identity statement. This is about pre-programming success. These are short, positive, present tense statements about who you are becoming. Don't wait until you're successful to say them. Say them now to prime your identity. For example, I am a person who finishes what I start, or I am capable of learning and growing. Repeat these to yourself, especially during tough times. Rewriting your internal script isn't a one-time event. It's a daily habit. Your negative script took years to write, so the positive one will take consistency to cement. So here's your game plan. First, be a detective. Spend 1 week simply listening and writing down the 10 most common negative phrases you hear. Awareness is half the battle. Second, be patient with yourself. You will slip up. You will hear that old critical voice. When you do, just use the interrogation method we talked about and calmly apply the yet strategy. Don't criticize yourself for having a negative thought. That defeats the whole purpose. Finally, build the wall of evidence. Start writing down every single small success. Did you hit the gym when you didn't feel like it? Did you finish that task you were procrastinating on? Did you handle a tough conversation well? Write it down. When your inner critic attacks, you can point to your wall of evidence and say, "That thought is not true. Here is the evidence that proves I am capable." The silent conversation in your head is the control panel of your life. And the good news is, you have the power to take the joystick back. Start today. Be kind to yourself, be truthful with yourself, and most importantly, be consistent. If this video helped you recognize the power of your own self-talk, please hit that like button, share it with someone who might be struggling with their inner critic, and subscribe for more strategies for a powerful life. I'd love to know in the comments below, what is the one negative thought you are going to replace with the yet strategy starting right now? Thank you so much for watching, and remember, the best self you can be is just waiting for you to encourage them.